Hello, today is Sunday, April 10th, 2011. A little update of the high tunnel. Well, I got everything planted. I planted everything last week, April 2nd and 3rd. The past few weeks, I double dug my rows here and covered with plastic. The beds are about 6 to 8 inches tall. I dug them down to about 18 to 24 inches, and each 40-foot row I put about 3 to 3.5 bales of peat, and I mixed in. Also put down about an inch of composted horse manure, rough composted horse manure, and a little bit of lime, and mixed all that in. Then I put the plastic over it, and I had that on about a week to 10 days before I planted to boost soil temperatures, and that's done well. The plants are, most of the tomatoes are about 8-10 inches tall. The exceptions are these brandy boys, and they're at least a foot, and they're really taking off. And I got one that just opened up today, and this one has already 2 trusses of blooms going, and these all have flower clusters on it. So these brandy boys in the high tunnel have really taken off. And here's my soil temperature gauge. You may or may not be able to see it, but right now at about right there's about 3 inches. It's running about 75 degrees. And then I have another temperature gauge that gives me the min-max and what the temperature is now, and I got that right about plant level. Yeah, you can see it kind of got a little warm in here today, but that's when it fell off. It was reading right on the plastic. It's been mild here the past week. Temperature's been about 50, 60. Today was about 83. Yesterday was about 75. So it's been warm these past couple days, and windy here, as it has been windy about everywhere today. The white stuff you see laying alongside there is a spun-bound row cover, and I've been putting 2 layers on at night to keep them a little bit warmer at night. Each layer in a high tunnel will give you about 5 degrees of warmth, so 2 layers gives you about 10 degrees. And the lowest temperature I got in here is about 37 degrees, and that night it was down to about 27, 28 degrees. Most of the nights have been 50, 55. And that, warmer nights, nice daytime temperature, and with the clear plastic warming the soils up, these plants have really taken off. Just in last week alone, they've done very, very well. These are in the 5-gallon buckets and 3-gallon buckets. These are some of the ones I had left over. I think I got about 11 there. So I'm going to try to grow them like that and see how that works out. I may end up transplanting them outside in May, or I might try just growing them like that right in the bucket, see how that works. The peppers have done very nice, and they've just loaded with flower buds, and I got one that opened there, and there's another one running around here that started to open too. There's one, that one's flowering, so they're all starting to flower. Lots of flower buds. Some of these smaller ones, I've taken some of the buds off. From what I've read, is that you get a little bit more production out of them. You sacrifice some earliness for some, but you get bigger yields. So we'll see how that works. These are more cucumbers at the ends. I got cucumbers, and then I'll just truss them up to the end here. And these are I got 18 cherry tomatoes, and these are just starting to shoot some flower buds there, so it won't be long. It's looking like mid-June, and I should be harvesting something. And this is just my side row of tomatoes. These are all determinate tomatoes, BHN 589 and Scarlet Red. And they'll only get, I don't know, 3-4 foot tall, I guess. Here, I also got some a few Bella Rosas there at the end. So that's about it. I'm a lot further ahead this year than I was last year. Last year I didn't really have anything flowering to the first week of May, and then I started harvesting about the 20th of June, and that was early girls. Most of the production didn't come until late June, July 1st. So I'm a lot further ahead, and my peppers are a lot better. They were pretty miserable last year. My peppers are doing very, very good. I'm real happy with them. Even the 6 or so big peppers that I had aren't looking as big compared to the other ones. The other ones are really coming along now, coming in their own. So I will keep you updated and talk to you next week.